Hi everyone, it is Laura from the Crafted System, and I wanted to make kind of an intro video, just kind of explaining the goals of this channel, and we'll see if anyone wants to switch in or not, but I'm gonna get started. So we are a professionally diagnosed DID system. The body is 27. 27. We are married and have a child, and I wanted to kind of, I guess, show the realities of what DID can look like, and more specifically, I wanted to have some representation for brown people with DID. I feel like the most well-known DID systems on different social media platforms are all white, and while that's amazing that we have people teaching and kind of debunking some myths about DID, I definitely wanted to at least put some content, I guess, out of what it can look like for someone who is brown, and more specifically developed DID because of the color of my skin. My initial split was because of being brown, and I'm gonna be very cautious about what I say, because other videos down the line I can go into more detail about that, and those will be crazy trigger warned. But for now, we'll just say that. We estimate my first split was around 4 or 5 years old, and that was due to that traumatic memory. After that initial thing happened, I continued to have that trauma for 10 years after that, and that is what caused all of the different alters to develop. And then after that, I ended up in a different, very traumatic life, and so we've split a lot. We're a pretty big system. So far, I would say roughly 20 alters, and our therapist has informed us that there are probably more, just because of the way that my system is set up, and I'm still getting to know everybody. Not everyone fronts, so you will not meet everybody, and some people that do not front don't even want their names said or things, just for privacy purposes, understanding that, you know, everyone has their own right to privacy, and however much they want to participate in this channel, they are able to do that. So whoever fronts while we're doing videos, or that I can catch on video that feels comfortable kind of being exposed, I guess, then we'll go forward with that. This channel is not going to be an educational channel. I feel like there's so many out there with so many wonderful explanations and information with links and studies, and I think that is so awesome. And because that is so easily available, what I want is for people to see more of the day-to-day of what DID can look like. A lot of the systems that I have found all are able to work and do daily tasks with little to no I don't know how to explain it. They're able to function enough to where they can have a normal life, you know? Um, for us, we are not able to drive, we are not able to work. There are days where we can't hold anything but plastic, like cups and bowls and plates, because if we severely dissociate or switch in or out while holding that thing, it will drop. We have broken many things doing that and spilled a lot of food doing that. And even there are times where we cannot walk our dog because going outside or even looking outside too long can trigger severe dissociation. So we are pretty affected by the fact that we have DID and the fact that our dissociation specifically is so intense. We have had seizures, and apparently that is it's, I wouldn't say common, but it does happen with people. So having seizures, passing out, yawning fits. We get super long yawning fits, not with every switch, but with switches that are going slowly or are more that are like less common. So like if I were to switch with Karma, for example, like we don't have a close relationship, so the switch between her and I may take longer and therefore have a yawning fit. We haven't passed out super recently, but in a situation where someone new wants to front or we're meeting someone new, that is usually a time where we would pass out, because everyone in the system kind of comes to the conference room to meet new people when they come. So when that happens, there's no one fronting, like everyone's inside meeting them and handling all of that. So those are times where we pass out. We have things that we can do to help with that, but that is kind of just a quick overview of our system and the way that our system deals with the symptoms of DID. We say all the time in the house, DID ain't cute. That's like my catchphrase. Because it can have its sweet moments, but it's a disorder. And especially in my case, where I scored a 90 on, I don't even know what the name of the diagnostic test is, but we scored a 90 and it's on a 10-point scale. So my entire life is pretty severely dissociated, and since I realized I had DID, I've always had the symptoms of it, but it was blamed on like 10 different disorders, and all of those disorders put together, if you had looked at them all together, it was very clear that I have DID. So when I started seeing a specialist, it was very much easy to pinpoint, even from a young age, seeing the symptoms of it. I'm like trying not to dissociate too hard and keep a train of thought. One other thing I really wanted to mention on here is that I will not be editing my videos. Most people edit their videos, and there's multiple reasons why I will not be doing that. One, and probably the biggest reason, is that I want to show literally every part of my journey with DID that I can. And if that means making a 10-minute long video where 5 minutes of it is just me staring or passing out, I want to show that. I don't want to edit that stuff out. I don't want to edit out me fumbling over my words or going off on tangents, because DID ain't cute. That's what a normal moment, a normal conversation in my life looks like. So that is one reason. And another reason is one of my symptoms, where if I'm getting super flustered and someone switches in that can deal with technology better, due to the switching and the intensity of that emotion, technology glitches. And apparently that is another thing that can happen. Also, I'll get more and more congested. I'm sure in every single video you'll be able to hear that I sound congested, and it is because of the swelling, because there's so much going on in the front of my brain. But it does affect things like Wi-Fi, Bluetooth things, and even technology itself. Like if I'm touching it and I'm getting really frustrated and someone is trying to switch in to help, I've fried many phones and many computers along the way. I'm only allowed to touch my electronics, especially when I am feeling flustered. But that is another reason that it would just take me forever trying to figure it out, because I'm not good with technology as it is, and trying to figure it out would just make things worse. So I won't be editing my videos. What y'all see is uncut, completely the way that my life is. So I'm going to try to do it more like a vlog kind of channel, where I just put in snippets of when I can get time and have the emotional energy. But I think that's about it. I just wanted to kind of speak my intention for the channel, and I hope that it helps somebody feel a little less alone. And I will be making more videos soon. I hope y'all have a great day. Bye.